Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'll show you how Little John manages to live in a tiny house just a few square meters big. And guess what? Even after he starts a family, has one kid, then two, or even a billion kids, they can still live in this tiny space. Let's start with how he handles living alone. So the story begins with Little John spending 10 years in New York, saving up $500,000. But all he could afford was this tiny 1 square meter house, barely big enough to stretch out his legs. After curling up on the floor for a while, he decided enough was enough and went full renovation mode. First, he tiled the walls and built some custom cabinets. He squeezed in a washing machine on one side and a tiny fridge next to it. A countertop induction cooker took care of his meals. His shoes tucked neatly into a side rack. Above, he added hanging cabinets with built-in speakers for some quality audio vibes. Next up, a wall-mounted shower by the window, perfect for a nice, refreshing bath after a long day. He installed a corner sink with some extra storage and added a wall-mounted toilet to, well, enjoy the finer moments of life. For sleeping, he built a bed frame with galvanized steel and borrowed some screws from his aunt to secure it. Wrapped it all up with eco-friendly wood, threw on a fluffy mattress, and voila, a cozy bed. He even carved a little nook in the wall for his bedtime books and added a light switch right there, so no fumbling in the dark. Need more space? No problem. He borrowed a bit from the neighbor by pushing the wall in. Then came the air conditioner, because no room, no matter how tiny, should be without one. Below it, he installed a sleek wardrobe with pull-out baskets for his clothes, underwear, and even pantyhose. Don't ask. John's multitasking game is strong. He added a sliding desktop that doubles as a workspace and dining table. When he's done, it folds away to save space. Around the bed, he added soft padding for extra comfort, plus a projector so he can binge Korean dramas like a pro. And just when you thought it couldn't get more efficient, he lifted the mattress to reveal hidden storage, complete with an iron ladder for easy access. Who knew a 1 square meter room could fit this much? Now let's check out Little John's new tiny home, where he somehow manages to live with his girlfriend. Spoiler alert, it's just 0.8 square meters. Yep, even smaller than his last place. So, here's the deal. After overspending on his previous renovation, John was buried in debt and had to downgrade. At first, he could only curl up on the ground, struggling to fall asleep. But you know John, he couldn't just leave it like that. Time for another creative renovation. First, he took out the original windows and built a sturdy frame using galvanized steel, welding it into a grid. Of course, he went back to his aunt for more cash and screws to secure everything to the walls. Then he wrapped it all up with eco-friendly aluminum wood panels. Fireproof, waterproof, and apparently durable for 100 years. Inside, he added a wooden platform lined with wax oil paper to stash out-of-season bedding. Top it with a fluffy mattress, and voila, a comfy bed. Next, he reinstalled the windows and added barriers to keep him and his girlfriend from being blown away by strong winds. Smart, right? He even put hooks on the door for coats and bags and turned the door frame into a mini storage cabinet for underwear and random bits. In the corner by the bed, John built a massive wardrobe. His work clothes hung up and wrinkle-free. His girlfriend, she's got a little hidden compartment for her secrets, but don't ask. He's sworn to keep it a mystery. John made sure their setup was super practical. He added sockets near the bed for easy phone charging and stashed their nightly essentials nearby. Around the corner, he installed a wall-mounted toilet, gotta handle those post-dinner emergencies, and topped it with a foldable shelf. That shelf doubles as a kitchen counter where he placed an induction cooker for meals. Above it, he added a wine rack, which also holds spices and toiletries. Classic multitasking. For showering, there's a wall-mounted shower head with a glass door for privacy. Oh, and the bed? Surrounded by soft padding so they're cozy and bump-free. Little John even added a pegboard by the bed for jewelry and a mini bookshelf for his literary masterpieces. By the window, he installed a foldable desk, which transforms into a workspace or dinner table. It's where his girlfriend can set down takeout so they can eat while enjoying view outside. When not in use, the desk folds right up. Space-saving genius. To top it all off, he mounted a projector above the bed. Now they can kick back, watch movies, and enjoy their little paradise. So, John finished renovating his tiny house. But surprise, surprise, he didn't learn his lesson from last time and went totally broke again. This time, he had to move into a micro house that's just 0.1 square meters, not even big enough for him to step inside. Luckily, his ex-girlfriend lived nearby, saw the mess he was in, and decided to loan him some cash out of pity. And thus, the renovation saga continues. First, John extended the space outward using galvanized square steel and borrowed more screws from his ever-generous ex. After securing the frame to the wall, he reinforced it with encrypted steel plates, steel mesh, and poured in concrete. This thing is now built to last 10,000 years. He installed sleek aluminum alloy windows and added hidden iron lamps, courtesy of him and his wife's vision. Thanks to all this, the house grew to a whopping 2.64 square meters. The couch turned into a massive storage area, perfect for hiding all their random junk. When covered with a mattress, it became a comfy bed, complete with an iron safety rail to keep things secure. For extra coziness, John padded the walls and added a baffle by the window. Functional and snug. Next, the bed doubles as a study table when opened. They can sit, eat, and enjoy the view outside. When not in use, fold it away. No wasted space here. John wasn't done yet. He used more galvanized steel for another concrete addition and wrapped it in beautiful waterproof marble. Underneath the tiled low cabinets, he embedded a washing and drying machine. Now they can wash, dry, and wear clothes all in one go. Above it, he installed an induction cooker for their mini kitchen with wall cabinets for storing kitchen essentials. For the bathroom, John went all out. He added a smart toilet with a shower head right above it. Talk about multitasking. You can sit and shower at the same time. To keep water from spilling everywhere, he added water retaining strips and 3 folding doors that don't take up space. Stylish and practical. He also installed an activity ladder for easy climbing, plus a row of hooks on the door for bags and keys. Across the room, he added shelves for his beloved literary books and a hanging rod for Emily's clothes. And with that, little John finally had a fully functional, ultra-tiny home. But things took a turn when little John and his wife had a baby. Suddenly, their tiny home couldn't keep up with the needs of 3 people. So they decided to upgrade to a bigger space. Well, slightly bigger. It's still less than 6 square meters. When John's ex saw the new place, she just couldn't stand it anymore. Time to show off her DIY skills and save the day. First, she tackled the rest area. She built a half-height wooden sofa bed along the wall. Add a cushion and voila, it's a sofa. Pull it out, toss on pillows and blankets, and it's the perfect kid's bed. During the day, just slide it back in, and suddenly it's a cozy little living room. She even added drawers underneath for extra storage. Pillows and blankets on one side, socks and pants on the other. Across from it, she built a custom combo cabinet. The bottom drawers hold clothes for all 3 of them, while the middle shelves are the kids' learning station with school supplies neatly organized. There's even a snack cabinet packed with all the little treats their son loves. When it's family snack time, the area doubles as a dining spot, and when they're done, everything folds away to create more space. Next, she worked her magic on the sleeping area. Using galvanized steel frames, she built a sturdy bed with padded walls for comfort. On top went a soft mattress with a hidden slot at the head for magazines, switches, and sockets. Lights on or off. No need to climb down. She added a wooden ladder and guardrails for easy access and ensured the bed was high enough so no one would bump their head underneath. For extra privacy, she installed gauzy curtains. For the bathroom, they used large, durable tiles to keep it practical and easy to clean. An L-shaped marble countertop was installed, complete with an embedded ceramic sink to hold all of Emily's endless toiletries. Beneath the counter, they fitted a washing and drying machine, so clothes can go straight from wash to wear. No extra steps needed. A wall-mounted toilet was placed right next to it, giving little John yet another reason to feel like his home is a palace of convenience. To top it off, they added a large wall-mounted shower and enclosed it with a glass folding door to create a private, odor-free space. A hook was installed nearby for bags and keys because who doesn't love a good place to hang stuff when they get home? The kitchen got its own glow-up too. By the window, they added a custom-built cabinet with an embedded single-slot sink. Below the counter, they tucked in a small refrigerator, while the side cabinets took care of all the kitchen storage, pots, pans, spices, and everything in between. Now that the family of 3 was finally living comfortably, chaos struck again. They had a baby girl. With 4 people squeezed into their tiny home, it was clear they needed a new place. John sold the old house and bought a new one, but things took a turn for the worse. He got scammed and ended up with a 4 square meter house. Yep, even smaller. After some serious family discussions, they decided to renovate the new space like this. First, they built a floor cabinet along the wall. The countertop got 2 holes, one for an induction cooker, the other for a sink. Now John can show off his cooking skills right as you walk in the door. They moved the entrance door to the middle and squeezed in a toilet next to it, turning it into the bathroom. The walls got a nice tile upgrade for durability, and they added a shower on the sidewall. With plenty of water pressure, it's surprisingly comfy. Next up, the dining and study area. They installed a retractable table that doubles as a dining spot for 4 and a desk for work or homework. It's compact but still roomy enough for family meals. Bonus, John hung some family photos on the partition wall to make it feel more like home. Above the table, they added a mirrored cabinet, Emily's go-to spot to admire her flawless face every day. For sleeping arrangements, they installed a folding bed against the wall for John and Emily. It's easy to pull down at night and folds away during the day, saving tons of space. The drawer underneath holds clothes for the entire family. Above the bed, John couldn't resist using galvanized square steels again. He got some screws, yes, borrowed from his ex again, secured them to the wall, and covered them with eco-friendly wood veneers. Now, the upper bunk is a cozy spot for the kids, complete with 2 soft mattresses and padded walls for extra comfort. Each child gets their own little nook, separated by a gauze curtain. They even carved a hole at the bedside to store pencils and other small items. Switches and sockets were added for convenience. No more fumbling for lights in the middle of the night. The room wasn't done yet. They turned a chopping board into a foldable staircase that doubles as a bookshelf for storing books they never read. When not loaded with books, it's a handy set of stairs to the kids' bed. Super functional. Finally, John installed a projection screen, transforming the room into a mini home theater. Behind it, a shelf holds all the family's literary treasure. And just like that, their new 4-square-meter home was complete. It's small, but it has everything a family of 4 could possibly need, even a little charm. Just when it seemed like life was finally under control, disaster struck. Little John and Emily, caught up in an extremely productive day, managed to have 1 billion babies. Naturally, their tiny 4-square-meter house couldn't handle the chaos. Every night, little John could only stand on the bed, sobbing quietly, surrounded by a sea of crying babies. But smart Emily had a plan. She called in the astronaut next door, who also happened to be her ex. After some intense negotiations, they got to work. First, they removed the original window and handed it over to her ex, who loaded it onto his spaceship. Using simple, gold-plated square steel frames, he welded together an extension and took it straight to the moon. The structure was wrapped in eco-friendly wood veneers, making it both stylish and functional, moisture-proof, UV-proof, and built to withstand even the harshest lunar environments. To solve the sleeping situation, they installed a light-speed conveyor belt to shuttle the kids to their new sleep chambers on the moon. Each child got their own pod, saving tons of space and, bonus, reducing food costs. After all, who needs snacks when you're mining moon rocks? Speaking of mining, Emily came up with a clever plan. Each child was assigned a mission to work on the moon. The first one to complete their quota would earn a fully equipped coffin room as a reward. Morbid, but motivational. And just like that, the problem was solved. With their kids safely tucked away on the moon, little John and Emily could finally relax.